You know that feeling? When your chest feels heavy, your mind won't stop racing, and you're sitting there, staring at your phone, wondering if you should text them back. Maybe I overreacted. Maybe I should give them another chance. We've all been there, hanging on to the hope that maybe, just maybe, they'll be different this time. But here's something we don't talk about enough. Some people don't deserve a second chance. Not because you're bitter, not because you're cold-hearted, but because loving yourself sometimes means choosing to let go. Today, I'm sharing the core 3 things that should make you think twice before you open that door again. 1. When they shatter your trust, not just once, but repeatedly. Trust isn't some fragile thing that breaks with one mistake. It's the quiet confidence that says, I know you've got me, even when I'm not looking. But what happens when that trust is broken? When they lie straight to your face? When they cheat and come back with empty apologies? At first, you might forgive. They made a mistake, you tell yourself. But when it happens again, it's not a mistake. It's a choice. And every time you forgive without seeing real change, you lose a little piece of yourself. You start questioning, was I not enough? What did I do wrong? But here's the truth. It was never about you. Their inability to be loyal says everything about them and nothing about your worth. 2. When they play with your mind, gaslighting and emotional manipulation. Have you ever walked away from an argument feeling like you're the villain in your own story? You knew you had a point, but somehow they twisted it. Suddenly you're apologizing for things you didn't even do. That's not love. That's tiny emotional manipulation. And it's one of the most toxic things you can experience because it doesn't just hurt. It changes you. You start second-guessing your feelings. Maybe I am too sensitive. Maybe it's my fault. You lose your voice trying to keep the peace. You walk on eggshells, afraid to trigger another argument. But here's what I want you to hear loud and clear. You're not crazy, you're not too much, and you're not the problem. If someone makes you feel small to feel big, if they twist your words to control the narrative, don't give them a second chance, because they don't want to love you. They want to control you. 3. When they disrespect you in ways that leave invisible scars. Arguments are normal, but disrespect, that's a different story. It's not just the shouting, it's the words that cut deeper than any yell could. You're worthless. No one else would ever want you. You're nothing without me. Maybe they never hit you. But words. Words can bruise the soul. They linger in the back of your mind, replaying like a broken record. And even after the apology, those words don't just disappear. Love should never feel like fear. You shouldn't be afraid to speak, afraid to be yourself, afraid to stand tall. If someone disrespects you so deeply that you start shrinking just to keep the peace, they don't deserve another chance. But what if they say they've changed? I know what you're thinking. What if they're really sorry? What if they've changed? Here's the thing. Real change is consistent. Real remorse comes with actions, not just words. Real love doesn't repeatedly put you in situations where you have to beg for respect. Sometimes they're not sorry they hurt you. They're just sorry they lost access to you. You deserve more. You deserve a love that doesn't leave you feeling anxious, insecure, or invisible. You deserve to be with someone who doesn't make you question your worth. And if you've ever walked away from someone who did these things, you're not weak. You're not heartless. You're brave. Now, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you ever given someone a second chance and realized it was a mistake? Or did walking away teach you something powerful about yourself? Drop your story in the comments. Your words might be the light someone else needs today. And if this resonated with you, Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Bright Wisdom TVA. We're here to heal, grow, and remind each other that we're worth more than the bare minimum.